Here's Jake with my review of X Shot's Regenerator Blaster. What the Regenerator is a 10-shot clip-fed blaster that has a pump action and features a whole lot of attachments. And it's basically X Shot's way of competing with Nerf's Modulus line. Now let's go over a number of things here and let you see exactly what you get. I'm going to take you over here for a clear view onto the workbench. Now included with the blaster, you do get 48 of X Shot's darts. This time it's in the color scheme that you've grown to become familiarized with their Excel line, that is the blue tips on black foam. Now what you actually get is, you don't get Precise Pros. They're awesome, but no, X Shot doesn't have that. You do get these two little ammo holders. You get, not count it, 1 plus 2 clips, a bipod, 2 barrel attachments, a attachable foregrip, a removable stock, a little reflex style sight, a scope, plus of course the blaster itself. Now all of this is actually being sold for current retail price, at least I picked mine up locally at my Kmart, for $25. I'll put links to purchase it elsewhere if I can't find it through Kmart, but I did purchase mine through Kmart for $25, which is fantastic. Comparing this to some of Nerf's recent packages of the whole modularity style blasters, you are looking more like 50 to 80 based on a couple of packages that I know for sure that they've recently released. But you get all of this, 48 darts, which is enough to fill the 10 round clips, the set of them, twice over with spares in case you lose some. Fantastic deal if you're a parent trying to buy a blaster for a kid, or let's say you're a newcomer to the hobby of Nerf. Say you've been playing airsoft or paintball and you want to give it a try. That's my background. And I played Nerf as a kid, came back after playing airsoft paintball, and hey, this would have been a really great package for me to start out with, because you get a pretty nice blaster that has, again, the attachable stock. You have all the other kit to it, but for me the stock and the foregrip, that's the two big deals here. That is awesome. And getting a spare clip is nice, because these are dedicated to X Shot only, and I need to see and make sure that X Shot needs to get these out for sale individually, because that's going to make or break long term whether this system succeeds or not. Ask Nerf about their Battle Scout and the Battle Camo version of it, and you'll find out why it failed. And there is going to be a comparison video between the two blasters. But that's what you get. Let's go back to my review, and I'll give you my opinion on this. Okay, coming to my opinions on this blaster, I actually found this thing to be a pretty solid performer. When talking about specific performance numbers, I put it on the Chronograph, and with the included X Shot darts, as well as Busby long distance darts, the AccuStrike copies that I use from NF Strike, Nerf's own genuine AccuStrikes, and that combination, I averaged around 74 to 75 feet per second. The only two darts that stood out to me that I tested with and noticed variations in performance were the Nerf Elite darts, which actually dropped the performance drastically. I actually was only getting in the low to mid 60s with the Nerf Elites, and they were brand new Elites I was testing with. And when I put it in Busby Precise Pros, it bumped it up by about 5 to 10 feet per second. That's not uncommon with Busby Precise Pros. They tend to boost the performance of whatever they're put in, except for certain flywheel blasters. But I'm not talking about Busby Precise Pros. I could brag about them in every video I do. Actually, I kind of do that already. But focusing on the Regenerator, I ran it when testing, basically as you see here, with the included stock, which actually is decent. It's not bad. It doesn't have too much flex. There's a little bit, but not too bad. It holds an extra clip, and it holds it solid. I never had one drop out, running around, and intentionally sometimes just trying. It holds it solidly. It actually even has 2 rails back there. If you want to slip on one of the ammo holders, you actually do that. I wouldn't put one on whatever hand orientation you use. Put the ammo holder, if you do it back here, put it on the other side. Like if you're left-handed, this isn't going to work. And if you're right-handed, it wouldn't work to be on the left side. It's going to end up coming in contact with your inner shoulder here. But it's all solid. The stock actually, it clamps on very nicely and firmly. And I would feel very comfortable slinging the blaster from this, because there is multiple holes here. I guess they're supposed to be for darts. I wouldn't put them in there, but that could be a good sling point. The grip itself, I find it to be comfortable. It's got a nice bulge to it. Felt good in my hand, and so did the vertical foregrip. I didn't really care for using the blaster without that. It felt weird because the mount for the vertical foregrip bulges out, and it's a definitive round spot. But once you installed the vertical foregrip, it becomes comfortable. You also have a nice convenient carry handle here, which doubles as the attachable rail. And I mean, yes, you can install one of the sights. I mean, you could that one just to do it, but I actually use it mostly without any sights, and I ran an ammo holder here and here. That way I could grab darts from it and throw it in the clip as it came out. And you could put it over here as well, and you could run both up front. You could do that just fine too. But I found the ammo holders and the stock and the vertical foregrip to be my favorite additions out of the accessories that are included with the blaster. But again, performance is solid. It's not necessarily stellar. I'm used to Busby and Dart Zone's performance, which Busby and Dart Zone perform on the very high-end level of stock blasters. But X Shot is solid. Again, the construction feels very good, and that's not unusual. X Shot's offerings normally feel of very high-grade plastic with very little creaking, very little movement in the shell. Feels solid, like they're going to last for some time. And again, combined with the fact that you get all of this, this is one heck of a value. And if X Shot's if they turn around and offer the clips, that'll be fantastic. Because then you could order up to 10 or 12 of them, and you could run a clip loadout and have fun and throw them in a dump pouch and be good to go. Because this thing, I'm going to look into what mod potential it has, but for me, I mean, you could brass the clips if you wanted to, but for say a Nerf arena, no, you're pretty much good to go. Because a lot of Nerf arenas, you don't need more than 75 to 100 feet per second. This thing is ready to go as it is, and I found no jams. I had no issues, and I have no complaints. I just hope that the clips will become available. I know they were talking about making the Turbo Advanced drums available, so come on, X Shot, let's get the ball rolling on that. Have everything available, and put some of these attachments available separately. These little ammo holders, that'd be fantastic to slip on if you would incorporate these rails into, say, your Reflex 6 pistol. Throw one of these little ammo holders up on top. That'd be a good idea. But as far as the Regenerator is concerned, I'm going to give this a recommended. If I don't have like a standardized rating scale, and I should, but if you were to say out of a rating of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best, I would rate this thing a good solid 7. It's not the best option out there, period, because it is not compatible with other ammo loading units. Of course, meaning you can't put a magazine in here, and clips from other blasters, like say Nerf's clips, aren't going to fit in here. So that's a problem. It's a small problem, but fit, finish, feel, ergonomics, performance are all good. You're just going to be stuck with the X Shot clips and hoping that you can get your hands on extras. But as far as I'm concerned, I like the blaster. I don't see any reason to go against it. This is Jake with my review of the X Shot Regenerator.